Hello student. Say in the revision, next question I am going to solve simplify 3x plus 4 whole square minus 3x minus 4 whole square. See the question, is you have to simplify the given terms. So here the first question is in the form of 3x plus 4 the whole square means, so which identity we can use? Without using identity we cannot solve this type of sums, isn't it? Say 3x plus 4 the whole square. So now if you see this question, you can understand which identity we can use. That is the first identity, isn't it? See a plus b the whole square. So a plus b the whole square is equal to, a square plus 2ab plus b square, isn't it? So this is of the form a plus b whole square. Now the second term is in the form of 3x minus 4 whole square. So that means that is a minus b the whole square, isn't it? So now we will write the formula or identity. Okay, see 3x plus 4 the whole square means a plus b the whole square minus 3x minus 4 whole square means a minus b the whole square. So now a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square, isn't it? Yes, minus. So in between these two terms there is a sign, that is a minus. So write minus sign as it is. And next apply the formula. So which formula? A minus b whole square. A minus b whole square means a square minus 2ab plus b square. Clear? So this is a second identity. Now see a square plus 2ab plus b square. So now we must use this formula and simplify. 3x plus 4 whole square. In this, in a place you can see here 3x. So what is a? A is a 3x. Clear? So what is b? B is a 4. A is a 3x and b is 4. Okay, now substitute in the formula. So a means 3x the whole square. 3x the whole square plus 2 into what is a? A is 3x. What is b? B is 4. So now b square is a 4 square. Clear? Suppose if you get negative minus, then you must write inside the bracket. So positive no need of writing in the bracket. But if you want, you can write like this 4 whole square. Clear? So the sign is here minus, write as it is. Next, the second term is in the form of 3x minus 4 whole square. So now you have to use second identity, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So a square means here a is a 3x whole square minus 2 into what is a? A is a 3x. What is b? B is a 4. So next b square means b square is a plus 4 the whole square, plus 4 the whole square. Clear? So just you have to simplify. Now see 3x whole square, 3x whole square means how many times we have to multiply 3x? 2 times, isn't it? 3x whole square means 3x into 3x. So what is 3 3s are? 3 3s are 9 and x into x. So you have to multiply the variable also. Clear? So we cannot add the variable. See like this. So this is a into multiplication. So x into x, that is a x square. That means x power 1 and here x power 1. So the base is a power m into a power n. So the term is in the form of a power m into a power n, that is a power m plus n. You know law of exponents, isn't it? So a power m into a power n, that is a power m plus n. So we have to add the power, we have to add the exponent. Clear? So x as it is, so 1 plus 1 2. Okay, so the answer is 9x square. So how many times we have multiplied 3x? 2 times. Why? Because 3x the whole square. 3x whole square means 2 times. Clear? So 3 3s are 9. So x power 2 means x into x, that is x square. Okay, plus 2 2 3s are multiply now. 2 3s are 6, 6 4s are 24. 2 3s are 6, 6 4s are 24, and x write as it is. So what is 4 square? 4 square is a 16. 4 into 4, 16. So now write minus as it is. So now inside the bracket simplify. 3x whole square. You know 3x whole square is a 9x square. Okay, 9x square minus 2 into 3 into 4. 2 3s are 6, 6 4s are 24. Is it correct? Yes. So which is the variable here? Variable is x, right, as it is. So the answer is 24 x plus 4 whole square. 4 whole square that is 16. So the answer is 16. 4 into 4. Okay. Now the first term, see the second term is inside the bracket. So first you have to remove the bracket. So what we have to do? First term write as it is. Why writing as it is? Because we cannot simplify, we cannot add the terms, isn't it? Can you add 24x and 9x square? No, we cannot add because they are unlike terms, isn't it? X square, they are unlike terms, so we cannot add any unlike terms. If you get square, here also square, then that is like terms, so we can add the terms. Clear? Yes. Now this we cannot add, so write as it is. 9x square plus 24x plus 16. So now you have to remove the bracket. So how to remove this bracket? Just multiply the sign. Multiply the sign with each and every term. Clear? So now if you multiply, you get here the sign is minus, here it is plus. So minus into plus, minus into plus minus. So the next number is 9x square. Is it correct? So again multiply the second term, minus into minus, minus into minus plus, and the term is here to 24x. So again last term is plus 16, so multiply by minus, so minus into plus, that is minus. So minus into plus minus, the number is 16. So now we remove bracket and now you can simplify, isn't it? See 9x square, and what we have to do? We have to write like terms together here. So like terms means the power, variable and power should be same. That means 9x square, and here also we can see 9x square. Is it same? Power is same, even variable also same. So we can add or subtract the terms. So we can add or subtract. See, understood? So here sign is plus, this sign is minus. See, if you want, you can write the terms together, or directly you can simplify this term only. Clear? So now plus 9x square and minus 9x square get cancelled. Clear? Because 9 minus 9 plus 9 minus 9 plus 9 minus 9, different sign, subtraction. So 9 minus 9 is 0. So this term will get cancelled. Clear? So plus 9x square minus 9x square will get cancelled. The next term, see here plus 24x, and here also we can see plus 24x. So plus 24x plus 24x. So you can add this. They are also like terms. 24 plus 24 is 48x. Is it correct? Yes. 24 plus 24 is 48x. So now remaining term is plus 16 and minus 16. So what is the answer? Plus 16 minus 16. See the sign? Sign is different sign. So that is a subtraction. So if you subtract 16 minus 16, the answer is 0. That means the terms get cancelled. So now remaining, the answer is 48x. So answer, after simplifying these terms, we get answer 48x. Clear? Yes. See, now the next question, just you have to prove the left hand side answer and right hand side answer must get same. Clear? In the first question, just you have to simplify. In the second question, see there, show that or prove that. Prove that, or you can say that show that 4p plus 3q the whole square, 4p plus 3q the whole square minus 4p minus 3q the whole square is equal to 48pq. 48pq. Finally, after simplifying left hand side, the answer you must get 48pq. Clear? So That means show that left hand side answer is equal to right hand side answer. Okay. Now we will simplify left hand side. So which is the left hand side term? That is 4p plus 3q the whole square minus 4p minus 3q the whole square. So if you simplify, what will get? 4p plus 3q the whole square is in the form of a plus b whole square. So a plus b whole square minus second term is in the form of a minus b the whole square. Okay. So now you know the formula. Direct you can substitute, or else you can write the formula inside. So what is that a plus b whole square? First identity, that is a square plus 2ab plus b square minus second identity, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square. This is the second term, second identity. Okay. Now just go to substitute the values. Clear? So what is a? A is 4p. In place of a, you can see the term is 4p and b is a 3q. B is a 3q. So substitute in the formula. So we will get a square, that is 4p the whole square plus 2 into 2ab, means 2 into a is 4p and b is a 3q plus what is b square? B square is a 3q the whole square. 3q the whole square. Okay. Next, inside the bracket, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So substitute. A square means a is 4p. So 4p the whole square minus 2 into what is a? A is a 4p into b is a 3q. So 3q plus b square. So b is a 3q. So 3q the whole square. Okay. Now simplify. So you know 4p whole square means 4p into 4p. Clear? So how many times should multiply? 2 times. Clear? So 4p whole square is 16p square. 4 4 the 16 p into p, that is a p square plus 2 into 4 into 3. 2 4s are 8, 8 3s are 24. So 24. Next, the remaining variable is your pq. So write a p into q, that is the pq. So answer 24 pq plus 3q the whole square. 3q whole square is a 3 into 3, that is 9, and q into q, that is a q square. So 9q square minus, now inside the bracket the given terms you have to simplify, that is 4p whole square. 4p whole square is again 4 into 4 is 16 and p into p is a p square. Now next, multiply the number. Multiply the number 2 into 4 into 3. 2 4s are 8, 8 3s are 24. So next the variable is p into q, that is pq. Okay. Plus, so 3q the whole square. 3q the whole square means 3 into 3, that is 9, and q into q square. Okay. The next step, how to remove the bracket. So after simplifying, last answer you must get 48 pq. Very important, you must learn this. For 16 p square, write as it is, plus 24 pq plus 9q square as it is. Next term, remove the bracket. So plus into minus, multiply. The sign is here plus, so plus into minus, minus 16p square. 16 p square. Next again multiply the second term. Second term is minus 24 pq. Minus 24 pq. So now if you multiply the sign, we get minus into minus, that is plus. Okay, minus into minus plus. The term is 24 pq. 24 pq. The next number, next term is 9q square. So multiply minus into plus, that is minus, and 9q square. Minus 9q square. Okay. So now just simplify this term. Plus 16p square and minus 16p square. Is it correct? See, these are like terms. So only like terms we can add or subtract, isn't it? So now p square, and here also we can see the variable p square, correct? So we can simplify this. Plus 16 minus 16 plus 16p square minus 16p square will cancel, and similarly see 9q square and minus 9q square plus the 9q square and minus 9q q square get the cancel. So what is remaining? Remaining terms are 24pq plus 24pq. So answer will get 24 plus 24, that is 48pq. So the left hand side answer we got 48pq. Now compare right hand side answer. Right hand side also the answer is given 48pq. So therefore we can say, we can write, therefore LHS is equal to RHS. Clear? So the question is, show that left hand side answer is equal to right hand side. So after simplifying left hand side we got answer 48pq. The same answer we can see in the right hand side also, isn't it? So 48pq is equal to 48pq. So therefore LHS left hand side is equal to right hand side. Left hand side LHS is equal to RHS. Clear? Yes. Okay, next question. Say find 4a minus half 1 by 2 into 4a minus 1 by 2. So the question is like this: 4a minus 1 by 2 into 4a minus 1 by 2. The same term repeated, isn't it? 2 times it is written. So what we have to do? So we can write this as 4a minus 1 by 2 the whole square, because this is one term and this is second term, but both the terms are same, isn't it? 4a minus half, 4a minus half. So this we can write in this form, 4a minus 1 by 2 the whole square. So now if you see the question, see 4a minus 1 by 2 the whole square means that is in the form of a minus b whole square. Clear? So if you get this type of question, so first you have to write the square of this term. That means same term repeated 2 times. So we can write this as 4a minus 1 by 2 the whole square. So sometimes we get 4a plus, instead of minus they can ask plus. So 4a plus 1 by 2 and 4a plus 1 by 2. So in that time you have to use the identity, that is the first identity, a plus b the whole square. But in this question, the question is in the form of a minus b the whole square. So you know the identity, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now we have to substitute these values in the formula. So the formula a square means that is 4a. A is 4a and b is 1 by 2. So just substitute in the formula. A is 4a the whole square minus 4a the whole square minus 2 into a into b. 2ab means 2 into a into b. Understood? So a is 4a, right? A is 4a and b is 1 by 2. Is it correct? Yes, 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus b. B is 1 by 2. B square means 1 by 2 the whole square. 1 by 2 the whole square. Clear? So now, so this is in the fraction. 1 by 2 means fraction. So what we have to do? We should write inside the bracket. Whole square means, understood, 1 by 2 the whole square. Next, see simplification. Simplify 4a the whole square means now to multiply 4a 2 times. So multiply 4a 2 times. So we'll get 4 into 4. 4 4s are 16 and a into a, that is a square. Okay, answer is 16a square. Now the next sign is here minus. See here you can simplify, or what you have to do? Simplification means here 2 ones are, and this is in the numerator, this 2 is in the numerator and this 2 is in the denominator. So what we can do? We can cancel this. We can simplify like this. 2 ones are 2 ones are. Okay? 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2. Or else what we can do? We can multiply, then you can divide. So multiplication means 2 2 into 4. 2 4s are 8. So we get 8a divided by 2. Clear? Two methods are there. First multiply, then divide, or in the first step only we can divide. We can cancel the term. Means 2 how much are 2? 2 ones are 2. This 2 is in the denominator, right? So 2 ones are 2. 2 ones are 2. So what is remaining in the numerator? That is 1 into 4 into 1. So 1 into 4, 4. 4 into 1, 4. So 4a divided by. Is there anything in denominator? No. Remaining only one term, that is 1. So if you write in the denominator 1, so after simplifying we get 4a by 1, that is 4a. So 1 is there in the denominator, we can negate that. Clear? So next the remaining term is 4a plus next term 1 by 2 the whole square. 1 by 2 the whole square means how many times you multiply? 2 times. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, that is 1 into 1. Multiply the numerator into numerator. Similarly, denominator into denominator. Okay. So 1 into 1, 1 and 2 2s are 4. So the answer is 1 by 2 the whole square. Answer is 1 by 4. So we got answer 16a square minus 4a plus 1 by 4. So this is the final answer. If you want, you can make same denominator like 4 you have multiply here and this 4 you have multiply in the second term also. Then you get the same denominator. Okay? But we cannot add the numerator because they are unlike terms. See here a square, a, and this will get constant. Understood? So here only we can stop the steps. So this is the final answer. 16a square minus 4a plus 1 by 4. Understood? So now the second question. See, if you see the second question, the question is in the form of, so which identity is suitable? Which identity we can use? 6x minus 7 into 6x plus 7. 6x minus 7 and 6x plus 7. See the term, see the number. Here 6x, even here 6x, and 7, 7. So only sign is different. Sign is here minus and here sign is a plus. So we can use third identity, isn't it? So what is the third identity? That is a minus b into a plus b. A minus b into a plus b, that is a square minus b square. So now the question is in the form of a minus b into a plus b. So what we have to write? Write in terms of a square minus b square. Understood? So now a. So what is a? A is 6x, and what is in the b? B place that is 7. So a is 6x and b is 7. So substitute the values. A square, a is 6x, 6x the whole square minus what is b? B is 7. So 7 the whole square. So now if you simplify 6x whole square, 6x whole square means 2 times you multiply 6x, 6x into 6x. So we'll get 6 6 36, x into x, x square. Clear? 6 6 are 36 and x into x square minus 7 square. 7 square is 49, isn't it? 7 7 is 49. The next step, can you simplify this? Can you add or subtract the term? No, we cannot add. So this is the final answer because they are the unlike terms. Okay? So we cannot add these two terms. So this is the final answer. So now the last question is here, find 3a square the whole square, 3a square the whole square minus 4b square the whole square. So now if you see the question, see 3a square the whole square minus 4b square the whole square. So this question is in the form of which identity is suitable, which identity we can use here. So that is a minus b, a square minus b square, third identity. Is it correct? A square minus b square. So here also we use third identity, but question is in the form of a minus b into a plus b. But in the third question, see the question is in the form of a square minus b square. Is it correct? Yes. So question is in the form of a square minus b square. So now this can be written as a square minus b square can be written as a plus b into a minus b. Here a plus b into a minus b. Suppose if you get question like this, just write the formula, then substitute in formula. Clear? So now see what is a. In the place of a, we can write 3a square. Okay? A is 3a square and b is 4b square. A is 3a square and b is 4b square. If you want, you can write inside a is 3a square and b is 4b square. Okay? So now substitute in the formula. So now a plus b, a is 3a square, a plus b is 4b square. Next a minus b, a is 3a square minus 4b square. So now next step, we cannot simplify this, isn't it? We cannot add 3a square and 4b square because they are unlike terms. Here a square and here it is b square. A square and b square. So this is the final answer. Clear? So you can stop here. Just write the formula and substitute. So this is 1 mark or a 2 mark question. Yes, thank you. Okay, next question is here. Find the square root of. Find the square root of first question 2704. 2704. And the second question you will find the square root of 2304. 2304. Now first you know how to find the square root. So this is what square root division method. Okay. So now you must write like this. Then write the number 2704. 2704. So what we have to find? Find the square root of this number. So suppose if they ask to find square root of 64, easily you write square root of 64 is 8. So if they give a large number or a bigger number like this 2704, can you find the square root of this without solving? No. So you have to do the method. So that is the square root division method. So now see first step you have to make groups like this. 2704 from the last you should start part like this. 04 is one group and remaining one more term, that is 27 is another group. So 04 one group and 27 is another group. Okay. Now next step you must write the perfect, you must get perfect square, perfect number. That is say for example if I multiply 4 into 4, say 4 4s are 16. 16 is a perfect square, isn't it? Perfect. So now we cannot write 16 because the 16 is not near to 27. So the next number you can choose, that is 5 5s. 5 into 5, that is 25. So 5 5s are 25. 25 is a perfect. Next number you can write 6 6s. This is 6 6s, okay? 6 6s are 36, but we cannot write 36 here because 36 is greater than 27. 36 is greater than 27. So understood now? We cannot write 6 6 36. So we cannot subtract 36 from 27. So the next number, I think that is 5 5s is correct, isn't it? 5 5s if you write, we get 5 into 5, 25. So 5 5s are 25. 25 is a perfect square. So that is near to 27. 25 is near to 27. Clear? So now next step, how to subtract. Subtract 27 minus 25. So if you subtract 27 minus 25, you get 2. 7 minus 5 is 2 and 2 minus 2 is 0. Clear? The answer is 2. The next step, what we have to do? Same number you have to add. So 5 is here. So 5 plus 5, it is 5 plus 5 is 10. Is it correct? Yes. So 5 plus 5 is 10. Next, here the remaining only 2. So the next term you have to take 0, 4, 0, 4 right in the next step. That is 2. Then you get 204. Is it correct? Yes, 204. 204. So the answer we got the 204 and here the term is 10. So now you must get perfect square 10 dash into dash. The answer you must get 204. 204. So which number is suitable? See, the last term is here 4. To get 4, what number we can write in these two? So only 2 twos we get 4, isn't it? So 4 means you have to multiplier 2 into 2. So if you multiply 102 into 2, can you get 204? Yes, we can get 204. Means 2 twos are 4 and 2 zeros are 0 and 2 ones are 2. Is it correct? Yes. So if you multiply 102 into 2 means we get 204. Sometimes we divide, sometimes not divide. So we want to find perfect square root of this number. So we have to do this method step by step. Next, the remaining is here 204. Now again we can divide this, isn't it? So 10 dash into dash. That means 10 into 2 into 2 means we get 204. So the answer is 102 into 2 is 204. Next, subtract 204 minus 204, that is 0. So 4 minus 4 is 0, 0 minus 0 is 0 and 2 minus 0 also 0. Understood? So the remainder is 0. So now therefore the square root of, therefore we can say the square root of 2704 is 52. Clear? So if you multiply 52 into 52, the answer will get 2704. So this you cannot try at home. Just multiply 52 into 52. If you get 2704, your answer is correct. Clear? So that is what square root of 2704. So same procedure you have to doing second question also. We will solve now. The second question is 2304. 2304. So now write 2304. And what is the next step? Next step, making groups. Bar it is 04 and one more is 2, 3. That is one group. Suppose if you get one more term, you have one more number, then that is what from the last to start, one group, second group, and this is the third group. Okay? So now here the question is like this: 2304. So if you make groups, you get the first term is 23. The 23 means, so which perfect square we can write? So if you write 5 5s are, see 5 5s are 25. 25 is perfect, but we cannot write 25 here because 25 is greater than 23, isn't it? So we cannot write this number. The next number means that is 4, correct? See, 4 4s are 16. 4 4s are 16. So 16 is near to 23. We cannot write next number 5 5s are. So we have to choose this number only. 4 4s are 16. So the next step we have to subtract. Here 3 minus 6 is not possible. So borrow 1 will get 13 minus 6. The answer will get 7. Is it correct? So the answer is 7. So here remaining 1 minus 1 is 0. So next step we have to add same number. The number is here 4. So add one more number, that is 4. So now 4 plus 4 will get 8. Add 4 plus 4, 8. Now the remaining number, that is 04, right? As it is 04. So we get 704. So now you have to divide 704 means 8 dash into dash. Is it correct? 8 dash into dash. We get answer 704. The answer you must get 704. So which number we can write in this place? So 8 into a dash into dash. Suppose if I write 2, you write 2 and here also write the same number. Clear? That is a rule. You write here 3, here also must write 3. So 2 2s are 4, 2 8s are 2 8s are 16. So is it 164 is near to 704? No. So this is not possible. So the next number you can choose. You can think, say, last digit you must get 4. If you write 3, you will not get 4, isn't it? So 3 3s will get 9. No. If you write 4, 4 4s will get 16. No. Next 5 5s are 25. No. 6 6 are again 36. 7 7s are 49. No. Next 8 8s are, so we can think 8 8s are, because 8 into 8 we get 64. Correct? So here the last digit is 4. I think this number is okay, isn't it? So if you write 8, what happens? You can check 8 into 8. Multiply 88 into 8. Clear? 88 into 8 means 8 8s are 64. Remaining 6 are. Again multiply 8 8s are 64. 64 plus 6. 64 plus 6 is 70. So the answer is 704. So this number is suitable, isn't it? So we can write here 88 into 8. 88 into 8 means we get 704. So therefore 704 minus 704 we get 0. So the answer is square root of, therefore the square root of 2304 is 48. That means if you multiply 48 2 times, 48 into 48, the answer will get 2304. Clear? This is what square root of finding square root of the given number. This is okay. Next question. See, if you get this type of question in the exam, says all the equations. Solve the equations. So how to solve the given equations? The first equation is 3 by 4 plus y is equal to 15 by 4. Clear? So here the variable is given, that is y. Y is a variable in the first equation. And second equation, say 3x minus 12 is equal to 24. So in this second equation the variable is x. So third equation, that is x by 3 plus 1 is equal to 7 by 15. Clear? So now we'll solve the first equation and you have to find the answer. The value of a variable you have to find out. Okay? So now how to solve this? 3 by 4 plus y is equal to 15 by 4. The method is, see, the variable you must write on one side and remaining terms you must write in another side. That means constant term in one side and variable in another side. Clear? So which is a variable? Variable is here y. So y is a variable, write as it is. Clear? So y is equal write as it is. So now y is equal to 15 by 4. 15 by 4 will be in the same place. Just you have to bring this term. That means plus 3 by 4. The sign is not written, but we consider there is a sign, that is a plus. Okay? So plus 3 by 4 will go to right hand side. So what happens if you write 3 by 4 in another side, the sign will change. Plus sign will change into minus. Clear? The sign is here plus, so plus will change into minus. Suppose if sign is here minus, what you have to write? Minus is changing to plus. Clear? So now y is equal to 15 by 4, right as it is. Bring this term. It means 3 by 4 right in another side. So we get minus 3 by 4. Plus 3 by 4 will go to another side. So we get minus 3 by 4. Okay? So therefore y is equal to 15 by 4 minus 3 by 4. See the denominator. Is it denominator is same? Yes. So here no need of making denominator same. The denominator is already same. So now what we have to do? Just simplify the numerator or add or subtract the numerator. See, in the numerator we get 15 minus 3. Clear? So denominator, here also 4, this also 4. So same denominator, so write one time. Clear? So 4 in the denominator, and in the numerator the terms are 15 minus 3. So now we can subtract 15 minus 3, we get 12. Is it correct? Yes. So 15 minus 3 is 12. So in the denominator the term is 4. So write the answer 12 by 4. So this you can simplify. 4 divides 4 divides 12, isn't it? Yes, 4 divides 12. So write y is equal to 12 by 4. That means 4 how much are 12? 4 divides 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12. Clear? Sometimes we cannot simplify because we get prime numbers. So here we can simplify because both numerator and denominator is divisible by same number, isn't it? So 4 divides both numerator and denominator. So y is equal to 12 by 4. The answer is 3 by 1. So therefore y is equal to, so 3 by 1 means that is 3. So 1 divides all the numbers, right? So 1 ones are 1, 1 3 is a 3. So you divide, we get y is equal to 3 only. So the answer is y is equal to 3. Understood? So first what you will do, write variable one side and constant in the another side. So here the variable is y, write in left hand side equal sign as it is equal to, and 15 by 4 it is just this 3 by 4 will go to right hand side. The sign will change. Plus sign will change into minus, minus sign change into plus. So here the sign is minus. So 15 by 4 minus 3 by 4. So next see the denominator. Denominator is same. So write one time. Numerator is 15 minus 3. So if you subtract, you get 12. So 12 by 4 you can simplify because both numerator and denominator is divisible by same number, that is 4. 4 divides, right? So 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12. So the answer is 3 by 1. So 3 by 1 means that is 3. Therefore y is equal to 3. If you want, you can verify your answer. That y value you have to substitute in the equation. After substituting it in the equation, just you have to simplify both left hand side answer and right hand side answer means get same. If you get same answer, then same value, the answer is correct. Okay, that is what verification. So in this question they did not ask to verify, so now you have to verify. Clear? Yes. So we will see second question, second equation, that is 3x minus 12 is equal to 24. The second question, equation 3x minus 12 is equal to 24. So in the second equation the variable is here x. So x is a variable. So you write 3x as it is. 3x is equal to 24 will be in the same place. So which is a constant term here. So this 12 you have to write in the another side. Clear? So minus 12 will go to another side, we get the plus 12. Is it correct? So minus sign change into plus. So variable write as it is 3x. X is a variable. So write 3x is equal to 24 plus 12. Why plus 12? Because this minus 12 will go to right hand side, then sign will change. Plus sign change into minus, minus sign change into plus. So here the sign is minus. So the sign is changing to plus 12. Okay. So next step, 3x is equal to plus 24 plus 12. So we can add this 24 plus 12. So that is 36. Is it correct? 2 plus 4, 6. 1 plus 2, 3. So the answer is 36. So 3x is equal to 36. Therefore x is equal to what? X is equal to 36 divided by 3. 36 divided by 3. So 3 divides 36, isn't it? So why I written 36 by 3? Because 3 is multiplied. Here 3 is multiplied, so it will divide the right hand side. Clear? So this is 3 into x. So this 3, we want to find value of variable. So variable will be remaining the same side. So this 3 divide 36 by 3. Clear? 36 by 3 if you divide, we can write 3 how much is 3? 3 ones are 3. 3 how much are 36? 3 ones are 3. 3 twos are 6. So now we can say that x is equal to 12 by 1. So therefore the x value we got 12. Is it correct now? X is equal to 12. So 3x is equal to 36. So x is equal to 36 by 3. 3 divides both numerator and denominator. So we can write 3 ones are 3. 3 ones are 3. 3 12s are 36. Therefore the value of x is 12. Understood? Next we will solve the last equation, that is x by 3 plus 1 is equal to 7 by 15. See, the equation is in fraction, isn't it? Yes. So x by 3 plus 1 is equal to 7 by 15. 7 by 15. So now in this question the variable is x. X by 3, that means it is a variable. So x by 3 write as it is in the left hand side, and equal symbol. So equal write as it is. And the term is here 7 by 15. 7 by 15 write as it is. So just this plus 1 will go to right hand side. So plus sign will change into minus. So 7 by 15 minus 1. So x by 3 is equal to, say, the denominator is here 15, and what is the denominator of 1? So for 1 there is no denominator. That means we will write 1 in the denominator. If there is no denominator, you can write just 1 in the denominator. Okay? So now can you subtract numerator? If denominator is different, we cannot add or subtract the numerator. Okay? So what we have to do? We have to make same denominator. The first step, see the denominator. If denominator is same, then you can simplify. You can add or subtract the numerator. But in this question, the denominators are not same. So you have to make same denominator. That means you have to take LCM. Or else what we can do? Just this denominator. This denominator multiply to both numerator and denominator, and this denominator, that is 15, multiply into both numerator and denominator. Clear? So after multiplying we get 7 ones are 7. See, just see the denominator. So denominator is here 15 into 1. 15 into 1 15, and 1 into 15 15. So after multiplying we get the same denominator, isn't it? So what we did, this denominator multiply here and here, both numerator and denominator, and this denominator, that means 15 multiply into both numerator and denominator. So after multiplying we get 7 ones are 7. Is it correct? Yes, 7 ones are 7, and in the denominator we get 15 into 1, 15, and minus, right? Minus. Similarly multiply next term, that is 1 into 15, 15, and 1 into 15, 15. Now if you see the denominator, we get same denominator, isn't it? Yes, 7 by 15 minus 15 by 15. The denominator is same, so now we can add or subtract the numerator. So write x by 3 will be in the same place, is in the left hand side. X by 3 is equal to 7 minus 15 divided by 15. Denominator is same, then write 1 time. So in the denominator write 15 and numerator 7 minus 15. So we can subtract 7 minus 15, that is 8. Is it correct now? 15 minus 7 is 8. See the greater number sign, it's very important. Write the sign. So sign is here plus, here sign is minus. So which is greater? Which number is greater? 15 is greater. So that sign is minus. So minus 8 by 15. Clear? Minus 8 by 15. And in the left hand side, x by 3. X by 3 is equal to minus 8 by 15. So now see the denominator. Here the denominator is 3 and then right hand side denominator is 15. So this is simple. You can cancel these terms. You can simplify directly. Or else what you have to do? You have to cross multiply. Cross multiply, then you have to divide. But this is a simple, directly you can divide. See how much the 3? 3 ones are 3. 3 how much the 15? 3 fives are 15. Only denominator and denominator we can cancel. Okay? Numerator and numerator, denominator and denominator. When this is possible, if it is given equal sign in between these two terms, here the sign is equal, isn't it? So then you can simplify like this. Only in this case, see, denominator is 3 and denominator is here 15, and 3 divides 3 and 3 divides 15, isn't it? Same number divides both the denominator. So we can simplify like this. 3 how much the 3? 3 ones are 3, 3 fives are 15. So what is remaining? Remaining is x by 1 is equal to minus 8 by 5. Is it correct? X by 1 is equal to minus 8 by 5. So x by 1 means that is a x. Or that means you can multiply like this. 1 into minus 8 minus 8. X is equal to 1 into minus 8 minus 8, and denominator is a 5. So therefore the value of x is minus 8 by 5. Therefore x is equal to minus 8 by 5. Clear? So first what we did, just see the equation given in fraction. That means x by 3 plus 1 is equal to 7 by 15. So x by 3, x is a variable, so write in the same side, left hand side. So equal to 7 by 15 minus, why minus? Because the sign is here plus. So plus sign change into minus. Plus 1 will go to another side, so we get a minus 1. Understood? So 7 by 15 minus 1. So here the denominator is different. First you have to make same denominator, then you have to simplify the numerator. Clear? Therefore the final answer will get x is equal to minus 8 by 5. Clear? If you want, you can verify your answer. That means just x value or substitute in the equation. Clear?